don't think there's too many other industries that have this kind of community, really.
Yeah.
Like these shows, the
big band
meetups,
of
the trade
misfits.
shows. Like I don't think ceramicists have that. Like
100%.
we're like kind of like outlaws of the art world, but
really are. And like the collaborations that go down.
not a lot of other
Not a
people
lot
do.
of painters doing that. Not a lot of ceramic artists doing that.
Here and there, but not like glass.
Right. Not like glass, dude.
Welcome, Robertson Stash. Niko Cray, how you doing,
buddy.
brother?
Doing well.
Yeah.
Doing well.
It's been a while since I've seen you last.
Yeah.
Well, I
It's
guess
been
we
a hot
probably
minute.
bumped into each other at some shows here and there.
Right.
but
Just quick in passing.
yeah. How's your, so you're in Colorado. How was your travels here?
It was good, man. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
like 12 hours away. So
Out in Missouri?
Yep.
Nice.
Right outside of St. Louis.
Sweet, dude.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, thanks for coming on the pod today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. So is it true that you were forced into a life of glass?
I wasn't forced.
Okay.
No.
I'm kidding, though. But your dad is a pretty famous, well-known
Yeah.
soft glass artist,
Yep,
right?
he's a soft
Tony?
glass artist. Yep, Tony
Yeah.
Cray. Yeah, he's been doing it, almost, I think, coming up on 40 years now.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So you were exposed to it from,
From day one, I was
one.
born into it. Yeah. Yep.
wow. What was that like, growing up in a hot shop?
Man, back whenever I was just a kid, it was my dad's job, you know,
it's
and
normal for you, yeah.
it was just normal. I think about it a lot. Like, man, the exposure was so good, though. I think it really helped me kind of pay the way. But yeah, whenever I was just a teenager and, slowly starting to work for him, it was just a small paycheck. It was a way to get like bag of weed or a skateboard at the time.
What were you doing to, like, when you started working for him?
For him, I was just a punny boy,
boy?
Yeah, totally.
Gaffer?
Shielding
Yeah.
some heat. Yeah, just gaffering. Yeah,
Cool.
exactly.
Nice. And when was that? Like, when did you
When did I start working for him?
Yeah.
Gosh, whenever I was about 14,
14?
just dumb, getting in trouble. I remember, kind of getting a
Did he
few
say-
small fines and him being like, "Hey, dude, you're gonna work this off."
Okay, so
like,
he
you're getting in
kinda
the shop.
made you work a little bit. Do
Exactly.
some hard labor.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, dude, if you're gonna do dumb grown up shit, you're gonna you get in here and pay for it.
Did you pick it up right away because you've been around it?
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, I
You kinda
dipped up
knew what you were doing, the process
a little bit, and I've been watching him my whole life.
Yeah.
I dipped up soft glass. I think it was my 6th birthday. I got like a little
no way.
little mini blowpipe for my birthday
Really?
present.
6
So,
years old? Wow.
Yeah,
you took your
dude.
first gather?
Took my first gather
Wow.
at 6.
That's how old my daughter is. I
yeah.
couldn't imagine.
Right.
Wow.
But
That's
yeah.
pretty cool. So what'd you do with it? Just
At 6, I think just dipped up
felt
some
it,
and marvered it
clear bucket
around.
after,
and,
yeah.
Yep.
very cool. Wow. So that, did you always know you were going to be a glass artist, or was there a moment when you're like, hey, I might do this as a career?
Man, it wasn't until I was probably like 18.
18?
From about 14 to 18, it was like 3 days a week with him.
Yeah. Soft glass only?
Soft glass only. Yeah. And I was always intrigued by pipes. I'd seen a couple people working on a torch and was always like, whoa, what's going on there? It's not as, you didn't need to have a whole studio built around it. You could kind of work just off of a bench. It could be just a solo project and not have to have a whole team around it, where I'd watch my dad have, 3 different assistants, kind of in rotation. It was a lot going on. And as soon as I seen some people on the torch, I was just mesmerized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little more attainable. Like, I remember I went to school for soft glass, and it was like, however many tens of thousands of dollars to get the glory holes and the furnaces and the
Exactly.
space, the ventilation. It was like
Totally.
overwhelming. So yeah, flame working, something you can do on your own, relatively cheap.
Absolutely. Yeah, it drew me in.
That's cool. So is this all out in Missouri?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Right outside of St. Louis.
Nice.
Yeah.
And when was the first time you flame worked?
Probably, I would take his little like knockoff little like he would just use it to like heat up his punny marks.
Okay.
And so
Like a Nortel or something, or
I can't even think what that torch is. I should know. But yeah, just a little crack off torch, like little beater's torch.
Yeah.
And I would take some of his like old pulled down stringers, and I was just making little mandrel beads.
Oh, wow.
Just because like I said, I'd seen a couple of people working on a torch, and I was like, whoa, this is so badass. It was just kind of like a way to get my, toes wet in it.
Nice.
So yeah, that's
You're
kind
doing
of where
little mandrel beads.
yeah,
to
that's
start.
how it all started.
Very
yeah.
cool.
And then met a couple pipe makers out on lot, and right away I was just like, whoa, dude, you guys are making, blown vessels and shit. It took off from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you got into Boro.
Yeah. I was
After
lucky
that?
enough, John Holloway and then Seven. I think Seven's kind of given it up. He's like selling cars nowadays and
really?
whatnot. But yeah, it was those guys who kind of gave me a foot in the door in the pipe scene.
And what year was this, you think?
That
when you were
was
getting into it?
2010. I was graduating high
2010?
school.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yep.
Very cool. So, I mean, that's definitely some pros about having a professional glassblower for a dad. Was
Yeah.
there any like cons, do you think? Like, like
For
just,
that, I mean, dude, he didn't want me to be a pipe maker at first.
didn't?
No, like him and all of his peers were kind of like, "Oh, dude, like don't do that."
what did
That's
I do? I corrupted him.
a little bit. And nowadays they're like, "Dude, fucking run with that shit."
Yeah.
It's fun having them around. Like,
Yeah,
hey,
they encourage you,
Show me how
yeah.
to make one of these pipes.
No way.
So, yeah, it's fun.
So you're showing your dad how to do some Boro work?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
dude, he hops on the torch. He's got my old, Delta Elite,
No
that I
way.
just kicked down to him. And yeah, he farts around on it.
Very
so,
cool. Does he still have the hot shop too?
Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah. Yep, that's in full
Nice.
swing. So,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yep.
Wow, man. So this probably is going to be a good year for you because it's the year of the snake.
It
man.
sure is, yeah. Yep.
What's I remember we made a snake rig probably like a decade ago or
Yeah,
more
it's
than
been
that.
a minute. Yeah.
Can you believe that?
Yeah. Yeah, out at Hoobs' studio.
Oh yeah, that's right. Was
That
that
was
Hoobs'?
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is what gave you the inspiration for the snake? Was it more of the shape or
Definitely the shaping.
Yeah.
And it's quite funny. I've kind of always been a little horrified of snakes.
Yeah,
Just like
no, me too.
living in
Love squirrel,
Missouri.
dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a lot of copperheads. Like my dad named his studio Snake Ranch.
No way.
Just because as he was building it, there was just like, all these snakes always popping up and showing up on the property.
Are they poison? Any poisonous?
Oh,
one?
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Copperheads are mega poisonous.
Oh
yeah,
no.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's something you do have to worry about.
A little bit, yeah, and it's definitely like tapered off since he's built the shop. But
Yeah.
as he was all starting it, yeah, there's a lot of snakes around.
Has he or you or anyone you know been bitten by one of these snakes?
No,
Okay.
no, kind of
So
always
it's not
kept my
too
distance.
common, yeah.
yeah,
Wow. Yeah, I don't like snakes at all.
yeah.
At all. So you were living in I think I met you when I was out in Eugene for a little bit, and
Yeah.
you were working at Cowboy Studio, right?
Yep,
So
yep.
you were raised in Missouri, then you moved out to Eugene at a certain point for a little stint.
I moved out to Lawrence, Kansas, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's where I met Cowboy. I met my lady out at a little music festival,
Oh,
and she was
nice.
like, "Hey, come hang out with me." And so I was like, "I'll see you next weekend." Like I'll be
Nice.
there. 4 hours from St. Louis, and so
Okay.
yeah, we were hanging out one night, and she's like, "Hey, let's go meet some other glassblowers." I know she was working at a clothing kind of crystal head shop.
Cool.
And so yeah, we showed up one night, and it was at Cowboy Studio. Adam Reitz and Josh Vineyard, the kid.
Oh,
and
nice.
It was just a studio of a bunch of ballers. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
For real. So you started working there for a little bit?
Yeah, so I moved out there like 3 weeks later. They
wow.
were cool
Okay.
enough that they were like, "Dude, we got this bench open. You should just move out here." I was like, "Yeah, I just met my lady. Like I'm
Perfect.
here,
Yeah.
here I come." And so
Sweet.
yeah, it was like 3 weeks later I moved out there and worked there for about I think a year and a half, 2 years maybe.
Okay.
And then yeah, one day they came back from Eugene and were like, "Hey, we're moving."
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, well, shit, what am I going to do? Like, I'm out here because of you guys and my lady, but like,
Yeah.
I wasn't going to stay in Lawrence, Kansas if they weren't going to be there. So,
Wow. So
Yeah.
it was like a mass exodus from
yeah.
Kansas.
Yep, totally.
You guys moved to Eugene, and then did you move right into Cornerstone?
No, so we all moved out to Eugene, and like me at the time, like I had dreadlocks, my lady had like pink hair, like we were definitely just like looking like some Wookiees.
Yeah.
And,
Fit right into Eugene.
yeah, and at that time, everybody was like, "No way are you going to grow weed in our building and like do this and that or whatever you want." So we ended up all kind of like dispersing, going our own separate ways, just to like get home studios, get a spot where we can like establish and get to work. And I was out there for about a year, and it just kind of ate me alive.
Yeah.
Like where I was at in my career at that point, I just like couldn't do it. I was a fish in a big pond.
Okay. So where did you end up working in Eugene? The home studio? Or?
So I built a small home studio right outside of Eugene.
Okay.
And
what was the town called?
Blue River.
Blue River?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. That's where Clinton's out of now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Clinton moved in the
Cool.
week that I moved out. And
No
I was
way.
like, no, like, how did this just happen? But yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Interesting. Yeah. We lived out in Eugene in like 2007 or 8. Mm-hmm. And then Kyle got a job at, what's that? Bullseye Glass up in Portland. And then we moved up to Portland.
Yep.
And then somebody stole all my glass blowing equipment out of my car. They broke the window, stole my bags, my tool bag, my color bag, my everything.
That's
and then
a
I was
classic Portland story right there.
Yeah, I was trying to offer people money to get it back because there's specialized tools, and I like put the red flag up everywhere. So if they tried to sell them, but couldn't get them back, and then I was like, fuck it, we're moving back to Canada. Yeah,
damn.
But it was cool. There was definitely a lot of glass blowers out there. It was a fun town, definitely. Were you out there for the gas conference in Portland?
I was not.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah, that was cool too. Yeah, Cornerstone, that's where I kind of got my start in pipe making, actually, because
Really?
I was in the soft glass. Yeah, then I moved to Eugene thinking I could make soft glass, but I couldn't pay the bills, so I started working for Dichroic Glass Alchemy, and then I just got my hands on Boro, this stiff material, and then I started making pipes, couldn't sell them.
Right.
And then we told everybody Kyle made them, and then all of a sudden we sold them. So for like years in the West Coast, they were all Kyle's pipes, like in the stores. Yeah. It was good. I was their driver, but we were paying the bills. Yeah, it was good. So, did you ever go to the Saturday market out there?
Oh, yeah.
That was wild, dude.
Wild.
Yeah. We had a cat, and I was buying like fresh catnip. My cat was going crazy, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
It was a fun
definitely
time.
Sling some pipes out
What
there.
was that
at
one
Saturday
street?
Market.
There was one. Is it Market Street? I forget.
Man, I'm so bad with street names sometimes.
It was a funky little town.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, that's cool. So how long, I guess you've been blowing glass. How old are you?
I'm 33 this
33?
year.
Oh, my God.
And Year of the Snake. So, yeah,
Wow.
it's kind of like, it's my golden year for sure.
is.
I'm feeling it. Yeah.
So you're here teaching a class with Karma,
I am.
JFK's. Do you have any other big plans this year coming up?
Man,
Are you going to
off
bunker
the top
down?
of my head, yeah, probably just bunkering down. I'm working on a new body of work.
Okay,
that I'm kind
wow.
of keeping hush hush.
Oh,
so yeah.
no one's seen this yet.
No, nobody's seen it yet, and just kind of fine tuning and trying to get it where I want it to be
Cool.
before I release it all. So
Wow.
that's kind of my big goal.
That's
this year.
exciting.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because you've been really well known for the snakes and the sharks over the years. So this is something new.
This is something new.
That's really cool.
Yep,
Can't wait to see what it is.
Yeah.
Were your kids ever into Baby Shark growing up?
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, so they loved Daddy Makes Baby Sharks.
Oh yeah.
That's
100%.
pretty cool.
Yes.
My kids had a huge Baby Shark phase.
Yeah.
So glass blowing is kind of a demanding trade a little bit, like and your dad knows. It's hard on the body, and there's a lot of toxins you want to avoid. Do you have any healthy habits that you incorporate into your day-to-day life, or?
Not a ton of healthy habits. I try to skateboard a lot.
Do you?
Try to snowboard.
Yeah.
Ride motocross.
Oh, you do?
Mountain bike. Yeah, dude. I just try to stay as active as I can.
Oh, nice.
And,
with extreme sports.
With extreme sports. Yeah, I like
Very
going
cool.
fast and taking chances.
Do you got a dirt bike?
I do.
What kind you got?
I have a KTM.
Okay.
Yeah.
KTM
Yep.
that's its own brand, right?
It
yeah,
is.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Yeah, we just had Cody Webb on the pod I think it was a couple weeks ago. Yeah. He's out. He's actually in Hawaii racing right now.
Hell yeah.
What do you listen to when you work? You listen to pods or music, or
Mainly music. Yeah.
What kind of genres are you into?
Man, I like bass music.
Bass,
Yeah,
some
no.
EDM.
Yeah,
or-
exactly. Something that
gets
you don't have
the-
to think about much. Just kind of endless.
Yeah, kind
Yeah.
of gives you a little energy too. Sometimes I'll throw some loud EDM on when I'm getting a little tired, and it kind of pumps up the energy.
Exactly. Yeah.
Any interesting facts about sharks that you'd like to share with us?
About sharks?
Yeah. Because you know how like the giraffe has the biggest heart of any animal compared to their size.
Gotcha.
I wonder.
See, I didn't know
I
that.
wonder what sharks. I know that. Have you heard of cocaine sharks?
No, I have
No,
not.
there are cocaine sharks.
Is
and
that
they're
a
like,
thing?
They get addicted to it because there's so much cartel cocaine in the ocean.
No way.
And it follows these
Oh my
streams,
gosh.
and then they go for it. They bite these kilo bags, and then they get hooked, and then they go searching for it, and they can smell it from miles and miles away.
Oh my
So there
God.
are definitely cocaine sharks out in the ocean.
Dude, that should be a movie. Isn't there Cocaine Bear?
There's Cocaine
Why
Bear.
isn't there Cocaine
I
Shark?
saw a documentary on cocaine sharks. So there's an actual factual documentary about them. But
Dude, I gotta watch
a movie
this.
would be cool.
That'd be so
Some
cool.
raging sharks out there.
I gotta see this.
I wonder if there's do you think there's megalodons? Or what are they called? Megalodons.
Megalodons.
Yeah. Do you think they're still out there?
I think so. I mean, the ocean, it's fucking deep as hell.
We don't know
so
shit
we
about
don't
it.
know.
Yeah. Way deep down there
Yeah.
in the depths. I think there's been some satellite footage recently where they think they may have seen like a shark-like creature that's like
Badass.
a giant megalodon.
Yeah.
Megalodon. Okay, we're gonna get that. Do you have any other siblings?
Yeah, I have a sister.
Are they into art as well?
No, she's a school teacher. We're pretty much complete opposites.
Oh yeah, it's like me and my brother.
Yeah, she's pretty straight and narrow, and
Yeah.
I guess I was kind of the wild child of the family for sure.
Where's the strangest place you've ever blown glass?
Strangest place I've ever blown glass. I would say probably out at like music festivals where everybody's, wookied out and spun for the weekend. And
Yeah, people are just zoning out.
Yeah,
What
totally.
are you doing? Mesmerized.
Off the top of my head, I guess I would have to say music festivals.
Yeah, it's usually.
Did quite a few of those as, a young.
Any favorites you can think of?
Wakarusa.
Wakarusa, where's that?
That was down in Arkansas.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I think they kind of did away with it a few years ago, from what I've heard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, don't quote me on that, but I think they did. Maybe sold off the property or something, but yeah, that was a good one.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's always fun blowing glass at music festivals, definitely.
it is high energy for sure.
What else do you... So you said you're into all extreme sports. Do you do anything else to balance your life out as a glass blower?
I also play competitive paintball.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Oh,
and
wow.
So, yeah, I own a team with another really good friend of mine who's also a teammate on the team.
No way.
And so that's a lot of work on itself,
When I moved out to Eugene, I got into that too.
Oh, no shit.
This dude Corbin Freeman,
yeah.
I worked at his studio. And I think Mark Lammy was there, a few other dudes. And every weekend he would give us all headsets. And then he had this whole course on his property, and we'd have two teams, and we would have paint grenades. And it was pretty.
So you guys were like playing like scenario style.
Yeah,
and shit.
it was so much fun, dude. I got a gun, I got my gun, we got
Sick.
the balls. It was so much fun.
Sick,
It's a lot of work too. Like that's great cardio because you don't think about it.
Cardio.
You're like fighting for your life.
Totally, dude. Yeah.
So that's cool. So you got your own team. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Like,
So we
compete.
We compete. Yeah. Yep. We play tournaments.
Oh, cool.
It's like
is it in Missouri? Localized or is it all around?
Well, the series that we're currently playing, it's like the Mid-South X-Ball League.
Okay, Mid-South.
Yep. So that's like Kentucky, Ohio, Nashville, Tennessee. I'm missing a few others. Right.
So what do you do?
Yeah.
Is it like last man standing kind of style, or
It's 5-on-5.
5-on-5?
Yeah. Yep. Typically, it's like a race to 3. So
A race to 3.
yeah, and you're trying to shoot them before they shoot you.
And then when someone has 3 left, they call it and it's over.
No. So a race to 3 being like you've eliminated all 5, and it's as soon as sometimes points will go back and forth. To where you'll play one, you'll lose that one. Then you'll come out swinging, you'll win the next one.
Oh, I get it.
And
First to 3 points.
Yeah, first to 3 points.
Okay.
Exactly.
Wow. So after a few games, everyone's huffing and puffing.
Oh, dude,
and
you're
soaked
cooked.
in sweat.
You're cooked. Yeah. And we practice religiously on Sundays. So
Wow. Where you guys ranking in the tournament? Are you guys mid or getting room to improve?
Well, we won the series last year.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're the top dogs.
We took top dogs in the Mid-South, and so we got a free ride down to World Cup.
Whoa.
In Orlando, Florida.
Holy
and
shit.
We
When's
came
this?
that was back in November, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we ended up taking second out of like 47 teams. So,
wow.
Yeah, we went down there.
Holy moly.
We did, man. These kids from Brazil ended up whooping our asses in the finals. Yeah, but for the fight for first, for second. So.
That's pretty good though, man.
That's pretty good, dude.
That just is that its own division or is that like national?
Yeah, so there's different divisions. And so at that we were just playing D5. There's like starts off as like beginner being like D6, then D5, D4, D3.
Oh, okay.
D2 semi-pro, and then pro. So there's a lot of divisions.
Yeah.
But as soon as you
Got to work
start,
your way up the ladder.
you
though.
really do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the plan for this year coming up?
Just keep on grinding.
Keep
man.
on grinding.
Yeah,
Are you going to step it up a division?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we went up to Division 4.
Okay. When's the next battle?
The next one, gosh, that starts beginning of March.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's coming
In
up.
Missouri, or do they do different locations?
No, the first one is in Tennessee.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's super cool, man. That seems like a fun
It's fun, dude. It
hobby.
Yeah, for sure. It keeps you sharp.
Yeah.
It really does.
And then if shit ever does hit the fan, you're kind of training yourself a little bit.
I guess so. Yeah. It's not scenario style. We're playing on like AstroTurf with like blown up bunkers.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, some of those points, some of those games, we call them points, but some of those matches are shit, dude. They can be like 30 to 60 seconds.
Oh, wow.
I mean, paint is flying.
Yeah. So it happens quick. Yeah.
Happens quick, dude.
Wow.
I mean, you like blink and you're like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah. What's the most painful shot you've ever taken?
Dude, the neck sucks.
The neck.
Like point blank, there's like a lot of bunkering.
Yeah.
We call it stabbing too, to where it's fucking point blank, dude. The
yeah.
head, the neck. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, the back.
And are you fully decked out in protective gear?
Mainly just like mask, knee
mask.
pads, and elbow.
Okay.
Got like forearm elbow pads
you
for
can
diving and
yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Wow. What's your favorite piece you've ever made?
Oh, dude.
I mean, that's a tough question, but do you
That's
have
a tough
any
question.
one of your top 5
One of the
memorable
top
pieces?
5, gosh, I just made one with banjo.
Yeah.
And I'd have to say that one currently,
Wow.
maybe just because
Is
it's
it like
the
a
freshest in
Debbie?
mind. Yeah, it is.
That's usually my favorite too.
Yeah.
Like the recent ones.
Right.
So it's a snake Debbie.
It is.
I think I saw that.
Yeah, it's got
Saw
like a
your
bunch of
prep.
cobras kind of
Yeah.
mandaling around
yeah.
it. And yeah.
Yeah, that's very recent.
Yeah. I learned a lot working with him,
Were you out in Arkansas?
I was.
Nice.
Yeah, went down there for 5 or 6 days.
What's his new spot like?
Dude, it's badass.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's got a killer spot. Yeah, kind of off the grid.
Yes.
Big, beautiful new shop.
I saw him
Yeah.
building it.
Yeah.
He's got waterfall too, or some
I
moving
think
water around
multiple
there.
waterfalls,
Oh, really?
dude. It's badass.
I love that.
Yeah,
That's
it was definitely. I
nice.
showed up down there. I was like, well, fuck, dude.
Glassblower
Arkansas
Paradise.
is on the map for me someday. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
That's cool. No, I've never been out there. Let's see here. Can you think of a defining moment in your career that really put you on the map?
I guess maybe competing in DFO.
Oh yeah,
I
of
feel
course.
like
What
that
year was that?
Gosh, man, that was maybe like 2015.
Okay.
I think.
Nice.
Yeah, don't quote me on that, but I think around that time. Yeah, 2015 or so.
Very
maybe
cool.
16.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a big one.
It is. It is, man.
I felt like that for me too.
Yeah.
In 2013, that was like something that put me on the map a little bit.
Definitely.
Make people aware of you.
Yeah.
What did you make for that? Do you remember?
Yeah, I made a inside out shark. So I was making up the skeleton kind of body, and I stuffed it into a clear hollow shark body.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of like
I do remember
multi-layers.
that. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Well, if you could tell your younger self some advice, would you have any advice for your younger self?
I guess just as stay true to myself, which I think I always kind of have, but
even more so.
Yeah,
everyone's got a little self-doubt, but that is
yes.
Yeah, that hinders sometimes,
It really does.
You got to get rid of self-doubt and believe in yourself. For me, I think I wouldn't be happy unless I did that, or I strive to do that, or try to do that.
Right.
But yeah, because it's going to work out regardless. Either way, whatever you choose to do, if you keep going and you're determined enough, it's going to work.
Right.
So all that doubt, you're just torturing yourself.
Yeah,
really.
it can be easy to doubt yourself, though. I work alone nowadays.
Yeah.
And, not a ton of
you and
glass
everybody
blowers
up
around
there.
me. Yeah. So,
yeah,
definitely some talking in the head,
Yeah. No, it can be, it's tough, but mental control, I'm really working on that this year, just meditating and, because your thoughts do manifest, dude. So if you're thinking about negative shit, that's probably going to happen. If you're thinking about positive shit and where you want to be, that's manifesting it, you're thinking about it, you're going over it, you're planning essentially in your head the next moves and what you can do. It's kind of programming your subconscious when you think about it.
Absolutely.
All right. If you could smoke a joint with anybody, living or dead, no family members though, because we're trying to keep it light.
Okay.
Yeah. Would there be anybody that you'd want to sit down and, I mean, you don't really smoke right now, but say
I'm just taking a little break right now. Yeah, just a little personal break. Yeah, I would have to say, Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell?
I would
that
say
would be
so.
a great
He's
one.
just such a rowdy dude.
Yeah.
And it seems like he'd be super fun to get high with.
He'd be like 20 different characters during that joint, probably.
Dude, exactly. Yeah.
That would be a good one.
Yeah.
This episode is brought to you by Avid Essentials, the only antioxidant with creatine, the most widely studied nutrient on the planet for longevity and strength. We use the purest form available, trademark CreaPure. This isn't just another supplement for gym heads, not just another superfood, collagen, or protein powder. Avidon Essentials combines a proprietary blend of highly effective and carefully selected nutrients, specially formulated to help you feel and perform your best. From anti-aging and heart health to reducing inflammation that is the root cause of diabetes, heart disease, and even cancer, you'll look and feel better with just one scoop. I've been taking it for about 2 months now, and I feel great, I look great, never felt better. Go check it out at avidonessentials.com and use our coupon code MR30 to receive 30% off. Thanks for listening. Now back to the episode. Just recently went to Champs, right?
I did.
You drove down there. How was that? It looked huge.
Champs was good, dude.
Yeah.
It was probably the best one I've ever been to be quite honest.
Sales-wise?
Sales-wise and energy-wise, yeah, all of the above. Sales were really good up this year.
That's great to hear.
And just the energy of the crowd, man. Everybody was feeling it, for sure. Yeah.
Snoop Dogg was there?
Snoop Dogg was there. I didn't get to see Snoop Dogg. Me and Mike Tyson did make eye contact.
Wow. Holy shit.
That felt pretty special.
You guys made eye contact.
Just a quick one, but, you know.
I mean, that's eye contact, dude. That's pretty cool.
You know, yeah.
Tommy Chong was there, too.
Was he really? I didn't know all that.
Yeah, it looked like everybody was there, dude. I saw all sorts of celebrities and stuff there.
Yeah, badass.
So it was a good show?
It was a good show, man.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
All the way around. A lot of cool pieces were made at the competition,
too.
My God. I wasn't in the comp, but no, just getting to spectate on it all, man. There's some sick shit.
You had a booth there, though?
I did have a booth, yeah.
Yeah? Were you with anybody else or solo? Or
I gave JFK a little bit of room on my booth.
Nice.
But yeah, typically I do it solo. So
very cool.
I didn't have help this year, so it kind of worked out to, scratch each other's backs on it. So, yeah.
Cool. Well, that's great to hear.
Absolutely.
So do you do a lot of your own, the business side of the business? Like you get back to all your DMs and send the bills?
I try to. I'm not always the best at the DMs,
But do you handle all the logistics of shipping and packing yourself?
Me and my wife.
Your wife?
Yeah, my wife's
teamwork?
a killer. And, she's definitely the ones where she's like, dude, check those fucking DMs. Get back to those people.
Yeah.
I've got severe dyslexia. So it's like for me to like go through the DMs and then, try to type everything out, make sure everything's spelled right, and spell check it.
By the voice to text, dude.
Yeah,
that can get away from you sometimes.
It can. All of a sudden it's a bunch of mumbo jumbo.
Yeah, you're like, ooh, what did I say? Oh shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
So no, that can be hard. Send out a few, and then those are all funneling back as I'm trying to get to others. But
do you get any crazy DMs once in a while? Like,
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Where are some what are people asking you?
Dude, actually, quite often, like on a monthly basis, I'll get like a snake breeder that's like, yo, dude, I need a snake. I've got all these fucking rare albino cobras or fucking super illegal python or pit vipers. Wow. And I'm just like, dude, you're out your fucking mind right now. Like never.
You got to match their snake.
Yeah. Well, no, they want to trade. They're like, yo, dude,
you trade
exactly. Like, could you make one of these and then I'll fucking trade you one? Like, I'll drive this snake out to you, and I'm like, dude, there's no way in hell.
Yeah.
Like even a garter snake, sometimes I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, some people are into them. Like my buddy, this artist, Stephen Baker, he is all about snakes and spiders. He's got all different kinds.
Yeah.
In his
and
house.
I mean, I've grown to love them for sure. But like whenever I first started snake, it was just like a poke fun at myself. I was like, oh, what a cool shape.
Yeah.
You know, like to do that in
infinity
glass.
shape.
Yeah.
I love it.
I mean, it's a sexy shape, you know, I'm not like tooting my own horn. I'm just saying, like, even in snakes, dude, like it, you know, there's some sexy shapes that happen there.
Yeah.
But,
like, what do snakes actually eat their own tails? Is that a thing?
That's a good question.
I wonder, because that's a symbol for something, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder.
I know they eat each other, dude.
Do they?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Like black snakes are good to have around because they eat like copperheads where I'm at.
Really?
Oh yeah.
They just swallow it,
Guess
get a little
so,
bit bigger.
dude. I've never seen it in person.
That's wild.
I've heard.
So what about this? Are you good with money? Do you manage your money well? Yeah.
I like to think so.
That's a tough thing to do.
I like to think so.
I'm not very good at that.
Yeah.
What's the most ridiculous thing you've ever spent money on?
Shit, dude. I guess artwork.
Artwork?
You know?
That's not really ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous. You
That's
know,
a way to enjoy your investment.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
And then sometimes it goes up, most likely, if you pick something
right
that's decent.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't made any too like crazy car purchases or anything like that. I try to keep it kind of all in check, you know. I have a family, so it's
I know. It's hard to justify things like that with two children. I know.
Yeah.
I feel you, dude.
Yeah.
Do you collect anything? Do you have any other collections of stuff?
Artwork.
Artwork, yeah.
You know, from all kinds, you know, toy makers and painters and
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very
For
cool.
Sure. Yeah, I love
any favorites?
Oh man, I've been really into Shoesy right now. He makes like
is that a toy maker?
Yeah, he is.
Okay, I
yeah,
think I've heard of
and he
him,
does like Uzis, like the gun and Uzi.
Oh, okay.
But they're like Nike Dunk inspired most of the time.
Okay.
So it's like, you know, like the Chicago highs that he like did out of like an Uzi and like
wow. So they look like an actual Uzi?
Yeah.
It's a toy?
Yeah, exactly.
Plastic vinyl?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like those vinyl toys. They were really hype a few years ago. It's kind of is it kind of leveling off, or is it still pretty hype? Like Cause Toys, that was like,
I think he's still super hype. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, he's good at marketing. He's good at, you know, I mean, he's done all kinds other than just vinyl toys. You know, he's got like clothing line now.
Yeah.
And, you know, huge installations. But yeah.
I saw these guys in Mexico. They have this toy store, Lord Monkey. Have you heard of them?
No, I haven't. No?
Yeah, he just featured an artist that made these really cool kind of shark cartoon baby shark toys, dude. And I was thinking of you when I saw him. He just posted it last week. But
I'll have to check those.
Yeah, they're pretty cool, like kind of cartoony shark characters.
Sick.
That big grill. Yeah, dude. I think I say yeah, dude, too much. Woo. What do you think is one thing that you do differently than most people in the industry? Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. I guess some of the bins that I do in glass, you know,
those are tricky. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's other people out there doing them too, but
do you do them in one shot, or do you bridge up and then you kind of
bridge up? It's definitely more than just one shot. You know, sometimes on the smaller ones I can kind of get away with it, but on the larger vessels for sure, it's multiple steps.
Yeah. Do you have any tips for bending? Because like I bend a lot too, right?
Yeah.
And you always got that, you're stretching out the outside layer and then you're condensing the inside layer. It's always that you gotta just like
it's the right heat base.
Right heat?
You know, yeah, that's for me at least kind of what I've found.
What is the right heat base for you? A little cooler?
It's just happening all in my hands, you know.
Yeah. Does it defit? Like, are you looking to get that defit when you're bending it and then
a
melt
little
it
bit?
out?
Yeah.
Then you know it's
work
not
all
gonna,
that out.
You don't want to bend too hot. Right?
No, absolutely.
Yeah, so
shit can get away from you quick bending too hot. Yeah. Yeah. It's just it's the right temp. You know, it's not too hot, not too cold, you know, kind of feel it in your hands where you're like, oh shit, we're ready right now.
So what do? You get it kind of close and then you bridge it up and then just kind of work it smooth?
Yeah.
Out?
Yep. Yeah, I definitely rework a lot of stuff out.
And how big of a section do you tend to heat up when you're working out that, the curve? Do you heat the whole thing and get it hot and kind of blow?
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I struggle with that sometimes because I do those bent necks and I bend it all the way around and then, you know, I get there, but I'm like, I think I'm heating up too much because then you lose, you know, you can lose some of the shape if you heat.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So do you heat primarily like one side of the tube and puff it out? You don't, or do you heat like the whole tube?
Usually I heat the whole tube.
The whole tube?
Yeah,
Okay.
I do.
Yeah, everyone's got different styles of working and they all can get to the same place.
Right.
But it's like, they get there differently sometimes. Yeah. It's interesting.
Totally. Yeah. It's hard to talk about sometimes. It's just like happening in the hands.
Hard to explain. It's like a muscle memory thing.
Absolutely.
And especially for you, because you're like, this is normal. Like you grew up around it, like the fluid motion of glass. A lot of people at a young age don't even know what glass is, or don't know that the glasses they drink of, how they're made, or you know what that material is.
Absolutely.
What do you think it is about glass that keeps you coming back to it after all these years?
Man, you know, the community is one of them. You know, I
Very
love
special community.
the relationships that I've built throughout it.
I don't think there's too many other industries that have this kind of community, really. Like these shows, the meetups, the trade shows. Like I don't think ceramicists have that. Like
100%.
We're like kind of like outlaws of the art world, but
really are. And like the collaborations that go down.
Yeah, there's nothing other. Not a lot of
painters doing that. Not a lot of ceramic artists doing that.
Here and there, but not like glass.
Right, not like glass, dude.
That is a cool aspect about it.
It really is. Yeah, yep. And I guess just, dude, providing for my family. You know, that's another big one.
Yeah, it's a fun way to do that.
Keeps me going. Yeah.
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 If your glass blowing career ended today, what do you think you would do? What would be the first thing you would do
outside of glass?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
career wise?
Well, say you retired and you had enough money and you needed to keep yourself sane for the next, 30 years. Yeah. What would you do?
Dude, I would probably just be snowboarding every day.
It's just snowboarding.
Yeah,
extreme.
Skateboarding, snowboarding, riding dirt bikes, playing paintball.
Yeah,
the same stuff. The same shit I do. You know, that's the kind of stuff that like kind of keeps me sane.
I think that's the key to happiness. That's a good life, dude. You do all the stuff that makes you happy, and next thing you know, you're making money and you're having a good time.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, dude, some of my best ideas have like been out on the mountain.
Oh, really?
Or you know, like trying not to smoke a tree on my mountain bike, you know, and been like, poof, dude, that's what I need to be
Why do you think that is?
I think it's just it's kind of where like your brain's kind of tapped out, you know, and you're so like hyper focused on just like not wiping yourself out.
Yeah.
You're so locked in on something that I can't even explain it, man. Your brain just kind of runs wild on an idea.
Yeah, it's strange how that can pop in, maybe because you're so focused and then you get that great idea. That's cool. It's a good spot to be. That's what I like about glass too, is that like when you're really in a piece, nothing else matters, dude. Right. Like you're thinking about the torch, the flame, the heat, the everything. Don't tag it, your breath. That's what I love, because painting and ceramics and other mediums, you don't really get that intense focus, because you can kind of step back and you can take a break and you can just go in at your own pace. But when you're in the moment in a big piece,
you're locked in.
Nothing else matters, dude.
100%.
And that's something special. I like that. That level of focus.
Totally.
It's cool.
And that like all kind of comes back to like skateboarding, snowboarding, mountain biking, dirt biking. You know, it's like at that moment, like
when you're hitting a trick or something, dude, you're not thinking about your bills.
Locked in, dude. You're not thinking about any of that.
That's
of the bullshit that's maybe, you know, been setting you back in the mind. I mean, you're in the moment right there.
I think that's a good thing that people should try and find. Something like that, where just you can focus all of your energy into it.
Yep.
Whether it be whatever, skateboarding, extreme sports, glass blowing. I'm sure there's all sorts of things out there. All kinds
of things, yeah.
Dude, if you could create a new holiday, what would it be? If you just, you were in office and your task was to create a new holiday for the people, would there be something you would want to celebrate or that we should be celebrating?
I mean, I guess
glass blowing day.
Glass blowing day, mental health day, mental health awareness day,
Make that a national holiday.
Dude, I think we really should.
I know. That would be a good one. Yeah. Everyone take the day off. In Canada, we have Family Day, which I think is a good one.
Badass.
Yeah. You focus on your family that day.
Away from your family, it's a day to come together. Love that.
I like that one.
Yep.
Yeah. So your new body of work, did you have an epiphany moment when you came up with the idea for it? Were you dodging a tree on a slope and you're like, hell yeah?
Man, probably no. On this one, I've just been searching for something new, just trying to kind of keep it fresh.
Okay. So you were on the search. It didn't just
and just kind of always wanting to stand out like any other artist, make something different and bring something new to the table. And, looking around like, shit, has this been done before? Has it not?
So it was a gradual process, and
this
your objective was to come up with something new.
This
and it
one
didn't
was,
hit you.
yes.
So you say, I'm coming up with something new. You start sketching, and you move forward.
Right.
I like this. I'm going to keep that, move it forward,
Yes.
do some research.
Yes.
That's a good process. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think a lot of people don't do that enough. Like just getting in your sketchbook and drawing. Sometimes I'll fill up a whole page of just different shapes that could be bongs. I'm like, just whatever. And I'll fill it up quick. I'm like, that's nothing. I'm like, oh, that one. I'm going to start the next page with like that one, that kind of one, and move from there. It's
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah.
I don't do it enough. I got to get in my sketchbook more. It's so valuable just to like hatch out ideas in there.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah. My son is like, sketchbook fanatic right now.
Is he?
Just lost his sketchbook at school.
Oh.
And it was like total meltdown, dude.
Oh boy.
And I keep telling him like, dude, it's gonna pop up at some point, and it hasn't, right? And it's kind of funny watching him being so young and like so addicted to drawing and making shapes.
That kind of passion.
Yeah. I'm excited to see where that goes. But
got to get a little AirPod for his sketchbook, and then you can track it down.
Totally.
When he leaves it somewhere. Are you into conspiracies at all? Do you?
Not really, man. I try to stay away from them.
Okay.
Just because it will get my mind spinning.
Yeah.
So honestly, yeah.
What about UFOs?
Yeah.
That's not a conspiracy anymore. That's like
that's out there.
That's out there. That's
yeah, no.
thing.
Me and my wife and my oldest son, we were in San Diego. Gosh, dude, it was probably like 2014 or so. And definitely seen something.
Can you explain it?
Yeah, dude. So like we showed up at this hotel. Right as we get out of the car, it was like out of a movie where everybody's kind of like,
oh, really?
Just kind of in shock.
Okay, multiple people saw this.
Like multiple gasps going on. Wow. Everybody just kind of pointing towards the sky.
Not just your family.
Oh, hell no.
Okay,
like literally, like we get out of the car to like grab suitcases and shit, and we're like, whoa, what the fuck is going on?
Holy shit.
Dude?
Okay.
And everybody's pointing. We look up at the sky, and dude, it is this fucking black hole. Like over the ocean. And I'm talking not just like a little black hole, I'm talking like a couple miles round from what it seemed like, right?
Okay.
And there's like light shining down into it though. It was the craziest shit. Still to this day, I'm like,
any
what the
footage
fuck did we see?
Or what?
So we go into the hotel, and like I'm like totally kind of panicked. Like, yo, what the fuck did I just see? I like go up to the lady as we were checking in, she's like, dude, I don't even know. Like, you're kind of scaring me too right now. Like what the hell are you so woked out about? And anyway, we get into the hotel room, we put on the news, and the news is like, yo, don't be alarmed. They were just doing some military testing over the ocean. And I'm like, dude, that ocean right there is into Mexico. Like I don't think that they're doing any testing right there.
Was that hours after you saw it?
Dude, that was like 45 minutes after.
Oh, wow.
And they're just like, folks, don't be alarmed.
They got to get the cover up on right away.
And I just feel like, yeah, exactly. Like they were just hiding some shit to keep us all at ease on freaking the fuck out, dude.
That's...
Because like with me and my family, I was like, holy shit, dude, like where do we go? You know?
Did you not take a picture? Is there any
dude,
photo?
I did not.
Wow.
I literally kind of in shock about it.
Yeah.
And everybody else was, I mean, everybody was kind of standing back like, what in the fuck are we seeing right here?
That's wild.
Yeah, dude.
So it's like a big black hole, like a portal maybe?
Black hole. With like light kind of illuminating out of it. Dude, I still, it could have been, black hole or some type of portal.
Because they say they're doing black holes right now, mini black holes at CERN, right? And they're opening up little portals.
I have heard about that, yes.
That's wild, dude.
This was mega big, though. Yeah, this was huge.
Yeah, I've seen some things out there, but I've seen some with Kiva Ford, too. Kiva Ford.
Oh, yeah,
I was out in South Bend, Indiana, and we saw like some sort of disc with lights. It was crazy. I thought it was like just lights going across two clouds, but it was like these lights that going like this.
Right.
So I saw that with him, but all my others, I've been by myself. So it's like, I don't know, dude. Maybe I'm just like, my eyes are getting bad. But that one, you had multiple people pointing at it.
Gasping.
Wow, miles long.
Yeah. Huge.
That's crazy, dude.
Huge, yeah. And I another time, I know this one was not a UFO, but the Starlink freaked me out the first time I seen that too. And I guess I'm just like behind the times on stuff.
I saw that a while ago.
Yeah.
Way out in Pearl Lake, we just saw the string of satellites going through.
Dude, that was freaky too.
Yeah.
You know?
That's neat.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see, man. I don't know what to believe, but I feel like they're here. I feel like they've been here forever.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like all like the ancient artifacts that kind of depict stuff from the sky is probably UFOs too coming down. I think so. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Mm-hmm. But I think it's cool, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready.
I think they're here to help us anyways. I think
we would have been gone long ago if they were not.
Yeah, because they have like, there's been stories where they've been over nuclear facilities, armed, disarmed, armed, disarmed. So they're like, we got full control of you motherfuckers. Like,
no shit.
Yeah, there's been multiple cases of that. And I think that's why they're here right now, because we're on this brink of technology. Everyone's ready to nuke each other. And they're like, that's a good point, dude. Yeah, they say if we did nuke, it would be like the 72-hour thing, and then it would just be gone. Everything. Sheesh. Yeah. There's some lady who wrote about the nuclear winter or something, and she said there'd be like these 3 stages, and it's like 72 minutes, and it's 72 minutes, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, and then it's like just gone because everyone's gonna be nuking each other. And
scary, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, try not to think about it.
Well, is there anything else you'd like to talk about while we're here? Any stories over the last year you'd like to share?
Man,
what's the big one? You just had your 3-year-old son.
I mean,
that's a big change.
3-year-old. That's a big change. Yeah. Yeah, he's amazing, dude. Both my kids.
Is that it now? Are you gonna?
Yeah, I think we're done. Yeah, my wife's like, no more.
Yeah.
You know, I would have a whole tribe of kids. Would you? For sure. I love kids. Yeah, for sure.
But man, like
definitely like wanted that
3
daughter.
3 kids, and I mean it's a lot, dude.
That's a lot. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like 4 kids.
I try to push her for a 3rd one. I'm like, maybe we'll have that little girl, you know, and she's like, fuck you, dude. You know, like you carry these children, you know, so.
Did your parents come from a big family?
My mom's got 2 other sisters, and then my dad came from a pretty big family. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like all that generation, like both my parents had like 6, 7 brothers.
Yeah. I mean, my grandmother came from like 13.
Wow.
All born under an apple tree.
Really?
No shit, dude.
Wow.
Yes. Yep.
Like the magic apple tree.
It's a magic apple tree. Yeah.
Why were they under the apple tree?
I think just kind of dirt poor.
Oh, okay.
You know, like out on a farm.
Some food if you need it.
It was like the spot to be. You know, so yeah.
But it was the spot to have babies.
I guess
that certain apple tree.
Apparently, dude.
That's
I need to know some more backstory on that, but yeah.
It's like the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Multiple twins in there too. So
really?
Crazy shit.
That's crazy.
And that's what I have my fingers
imagine having
crossed.
You want twins?
Oh, dude, I wanted twins so
no
bad.
way.
I did. And like this, my youngest Trixton, he's 3 now. My wife was just huge with him.
You thought maybe twins?
Like almost immediately I was like, twins. She's like, you don't fucking say that, dude. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Maybe that ultrasound photo's wrong. You know, like maybe there's one hiding.
The 2 at once.
I just thought it'd be badass, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, you probably would lose all your hair. You'd probably have no hair.
I'm gray and hard because of my 2 right now. So
well, imagine twins, dude.
Yeah.
At least you got hair.
Right. I just figured, you know, knock out another 2 at once.
Yeah, they could all start working for you after 10 years from now. Your 11-year-old.
Yeah, I try to kind of keep them away from the torch for right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, my dad did a good job of that too, where I feel like early on he was kind of like, you know, this is my job. Come out here whenever you want. But he like never beat me over the head with it, where he's like,
that's
yo,
good.
You got to come out here and work.
Yeah.
Until I started kind of getting in trouble, and he was like, dude, you're going to pay off some of these fucking fines.
Yeah. And I mean, if he was owned a tire shop, you'd probably be working there for him or whatever it was.
Right.
But like, that was just a job to pay off some fines, I guess.
Dude, definitely. I mean, at the time, I didn't know how good I had it, having him around making soft glass, you know.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yep.
Very unique.
Very thankful for it.
Childhood experience.
Yeah.
You got any shows coming up?
Any shows coming up? I've got like a 420 show that I do every year.
Okay, where's that?
In St. Louis with the Emporium.
Oh, the Emporium? Cool.
Yep, we've been doing that they've been doing it for a while. I think I've been with them for the last like 7 years. So.
Yeah, are you going to drop this new body of work there? Or
I don't think that's,
ready yet?
No, that's not the right spot.
Okay.
I've got a little like gallery storefront that I'm like looking to either rent out or purchase. I'm not for sure what I'm going to do
Your own?
there yet.
You're going to start?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Just like monthly pop-ups, you know, to have peers in, you know, not just glass. I want to host, you know, other mediums in there for sure.
That's
painting and, you know, ceramics and sculptures, and that's kind of been on the horizon for me too.
Sweet.
You know, yeah.
Have you found the location?
I've got a few in mind for sure.
Okay.
Yep.
So once you get that going, you're probably going to release.
I think that's whenever I want to do it.
avenue?
Yeah, just so where I can present it the way that I want to fully present it.
I love that.
Know? So yeah.
Oh, that sounds like a great thing.
Yeah. So that's kind of the next big mission. You know, other than that, not a lot of shows this year. Just to kind of focus on that right there. So, yeah.
Cool. That's exciting. Do you have a name of the spot?
No, not even there yet.
Okay.
No, it's just kind of getting the space figured out, getting this body of work figured out, you know? I don't know. I've always kind of thought a Crayco would be kind of cool. So Crayco.
Yeah.
You know,
have you ever made a crayfish, or is that how you spell crayfish, or is it crawfish?
Dude, my dyslexia, I'm not for sure actually.
Okay. I think it's C-R-A-Y, but maybe it's C-R-A-W.
I think it is maybe W.
W, crawfish.
I think so. I'm so bad, dude.
You ever made a lobster or a crustacean of any kind?
I haven't.
No, me neither.
Lobster would be cool, though. I love lobsters. So.
I've seen some nice glass lobsters out there, actually.
Yeah.
Someone made a tight one. I don't know their name, but.
Yeah.
Dope, man. Well, I think we did pretty good, man. We got about an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get clammy during these things, so.
Yeah, no, you were great, man. Okay. This was awesome.
Cool.
It's good to talk to you, and
I
never really knew your origin story, so it was great to hear.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, shout out Tony Cray.
Shout out
for
Dad.
Raising this son.
Love you too, Mom. Not leaving you hanging there.
Awesome, dude. Well, where can people find you online?
You know, Instagram. They can find me on my website, nikocray.com.
Okay, Niko Cray on Instagram.
Yep, Niko Cray on Instagram.
Hit you up to purchase work. Is that where you're selling?
Holler at me there. Yeah, for sure.
Dude.
That and my website. So go straight to my email too if you got any questions. You know, throughout the website too. So
perfect.
Yeah.
Awesome, guys. Well, if you want to get in touch with Niko, hit him up.
Yeah.
NikoCray.com.
NikoCray.com.
All right, man. Well, thanks very much,
yeah,
bro.
Thanks, buddy. I really appreciate you having me.
Yeah, thank you.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. All right. Thanks for tuning in to the Robertson Stash Podcast. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you want to support us, please hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, we want to hear from you. So if you have any comments or questions, please feel free to reach out. Hit the website, hit the link. We'll see you next time.